Good morning, friends, and welcome to the pre-market review. Friends, US markets were flat to marginally negative as people are focusing more on what could be the outcome of the Fed meet on Friday. And European markets were also down by about 1 to 1.5%. That is primarily because on Monday, most of the European markets were up about 1.5%. So, post that, we had seen some kind of a sell-off in the global markets, and now the European markets are reacting to that. Also, the important meet which is going to come up on 6th of ECB president is also important in terms of what kind of easing measures they are going to be announcing with respect to the bond purchase, etc. Also, friends, some of the data points that came out from Europe were not good. The Spanish economy actually contracted by about 0.4%. And one of the regions in Spain has asked for a credit line, which is definitely not comforting for the Eurozone as a whole. So the overall environment is not too positive. And in terms of flows, friends, FIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of 93 crore. And in the cash market, the domestic institutions were sellers to the tune of 314 crore. On that note, let me invite Shaival to take us through important F&OQs and the possible ideas. Good morning, Shaival.
Good morning.
We are seeing some softness in the market over the past few days. And what also we are seeing is that the carnage in certain individual stocks is much higher. And also we hear that the flows have been relatively okay. Also, now that we are approaching expiry, we would like to know what is the situation as far as the rollovers are concerned.
See, we have been seeing that the FIs have been net seller from past couple of trading sessions, and in yesterday's trade they were net seller of around 891 crore. Also, what we have seen is that from past 2 days some long positions have been taking place in the market, and the same has been witnessed in the market in yesterday's session. Yes, a pretty good long positions have been accumulated in markets at lower levels, whereas on the other side what we have seen is that the index has not been reacting much, because the rollover has been standing at 33% as of now, with the increase in the rollover cost, which has been indicating that up to now whatever has been rolled in the market is on the longer side.
Okay. And any particular strike where we are seeing a major build up in the open interest?
Yeah, see, from past couple of trading sessions we were seeing that 5,500 and 5,600 September call option from last 2 days were pretty active. We have seen a good activity in the open interest, but now what has happened is the focus has shifted to 5,300 call and put option of September series, and on call side 5,400 call option of September series has witnessed a good activity in terms of open interest, whereas the current series 5,400 call option has also seen a pretty good activity, or say it stands with the highest number of shares in the open interest. So what from this matrix, what's it been indicating that 5,400 on intraday basis would act as a hurdle for the market, and as well as if those levels have been surpassed, then the weekly VWAP of 5450, the level would act as a hurdle in the market, whereas on the lower side 5,300 on the closing basis would act as a good support for the market.
Right. Any specific ideas that we can share?
We have identified 3 stocks. ITC is looking pretty good, so one can go long on ITC with support of 264 rupees 90 paisa. One can go short on Hindustan Petroleum with resistance of 310 rupees 55 paisa, and one can short Idea with resistance of 75 rupees 35 paisa.
Also, for those who want to play through options, would it make sense to buy a 260 call of ITC and maybe 75 put of Idea to take advantage of this view?
Yeah, one can buy the strikes set by you, but one needs to also maintain a strict stop loss as we are near to the expiry, and also we have seen that the implied volatility have been increasing marginally, so there would be some intraday whipsaws in the huge intraday whipsaws in the market, and we would see some selling pressure coming at higher level.
Okay, right, Shaival, thanks a lot for the update. Friends, back home the overall market sentiment continues to be weak, and we are seeing the weakness in the index, but what is more important is that we are seeing a sell-off across the mid-cap stocks in a major way, whether those stocks are related to the coal scam which is going on like Jindal Steel and Power and few others, or some of the stocks where the corporate governance or the quality is not up to the mark. So we are seeing sell-off in Alok, IFCI, Jain Irrigation, and so on and so forth. So the divergence in the market is actually much higher, and some of the stocks in the FMCG, IT and to some extent pharma are holding out pretty well, but at the same time the mid cap index as a whole and certain individual stocks where there are some negative developments or the quality or the corporate governance comfort is not there, some people are actually exiting those stocks and we are seeing free sell off there. Also important thing to note is that the iron ore prices have actually come down to almost about $95, which is definitely bad news for companies like Sesa Goa and to some extent Tata Steel also. Talking about the other news which have hit the market today, first of all friends, in case of United Breweries, they've informed the court that they are considering the amalgamation of two companies, the Scottish and Newcastle India and United Breweries. So this would be a positive news for these United Spirits, so one can go long with a stop loss of 615 and a target of about 649 to 660. Jet Airways has got the approval from the Civil Aviation Ministry for an alliance with Lufthansa, so one could go long on Jet with a stop loss of 355 and a target of about 375 to 378. Aditya Birla Group has got a CCI go ahead to buy a stake of 27.5% in Living Media, which is a holding company for TV Today Group. So one can go long there with a stop loss of 57.75 and a target of about 60.5 to 62. Bharti is in talks to sell one of their group companies to Tech Mahindra. So there could be some positive effect on Bharti. One can go long with a stop loss of 242 and a target of about 257. Morgan Stanley is in the race to buy the firm's DLF's wind power business. So this could have some positive rub off on DLF. One can go long with a stop loss of 197 and a target of 207 to 211. GMR Infra is also likely to sell its stake in GMR Highways to cut its debt. So one could go long on GMR with a stop loss of 18.20 and a target of about 19.25 to 19.50. And Federer's Lloyds has bagged the prestigious turnkey contract worth about $18.58 million. So one could go long on that company with a stop loss of 42 and a target of about 44 to 45. That's it from all of us friends. Have a nice trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.